Look at these grapes. Are these jade? I think they're jade. How much are they?
Hello everyone, it's Tiffany with Thrifting Vegas. I shop at thrift stores, estate sales, garage sales, and discount stores for items I can resell for profit on online platforms like eBay, Poshmark, and OfferUp.
It's a super hot Friday night here in Vegas and we are at Goodwill. I had a request this week for dog figurines, specifically Dachshunds. So without further ado, let's go into the air conditioning and see what we can find. Let's go thrifting! So this week, a couple of my lovely subscriber friends texted me to let me know that they felt like Goodwill has raised their prices across the Las Vegas Valley here. So I am very curious to go in and see if that might be true at this location here on Rainbow and Cheyenne. So let's go in and have a look-see. Thank you so much. Although the parking lot was really crowded, there are plenty of carts. In front of us is the sign that lets us know the color tag of the week, which is green. Items with green tags are 50% off. So let's head on back to the hard goods and see what we can find. Ooh. Here we are in the wood section and something has already caught my eye. Look at this lovely piece. The top is a heart. It says Angel Collector, and down below a little angel with a halo is hanging. She's absolutely lovely. I think she's missing a button up top, but I can easily find one and glue it on. I was so excited I forgot to settle my Thrifting Vegas blanket into the cart. This blanket is something my late mum found for me, I believe, at this very Goodwill, and she had it embroidered Thrifting Vegas on each end for me, and it's something I absolutely love. It cushions my finds and I can use it every single thrifting trip, and it's like she is here with me. So let's keep going to see what else there is. We've got some knife blocks here, some little caddy holders, a huge big spoon back here, decorative spoon, little vintage ashtray, and a mirror with palm trees. Oh, it says Huntington Beach, California, which is where my parents lived. Oh, look, down here is a vintage, possibly antique bread box. I think someone has got a bit crafty and painted it white. These were originally wood. Now, you have to be careful with painted glass like this. Only clean it with water because chemical cleaners will take that old paint right off. Ooh, look at these. These are Pimpernel of England placemats. They're corked backed. Absolutely gorgeous. I love this daisy design. There is the sticker. They are $5. Now, unfortunately, I am seeing some irreparable damage here. This is water damage. I would guess that sadly someone has submerge these in water, which you just can't do. They don't dry out. Neither can you put them in the dishwasher. I hope that hasn't happened to these, but the damage is such that I am going to have to leave those on the shelf. All sorts of plaques and signs here, as you can see. Quite like the look of this basket, but I don't think the quality is there. It's not vintage. It's made in China. The weave isn't very tight and it's cracking a bit. Little sunflower decorative piece. What else? Shelves and holders. We've got wreaths and boards and the sweet little box here. These are usually souvenir pieces, but that one isn't marked. More baskets and caddies. Little bird houses and planters. Oh, I expected that to be heavier. Little candle stand. Very modern piece, as is this one. Letters. Here is Elvis Presley. He is just on pressboard. Little modern piece. Sadly, he has some scratches to the side of his face, so we'll leave him as well. Tray. I have spotted an amazing piece of salt glaze pottery. It's row pottery. Usually when I find these, they're either hearts or grapes. So let's turn this around and look, it's the fantastic tea berry design. This is so exciting. It's super heavy, but only $5. It's in lovely condition. And I am going to bet that this piece is worth between $75 and $100. Let's keep going on the shelf. As I always say, if you find one amazing piece that might be more similar, these are mostly florist vases here. Some cobalt, some planters. Here is a red vase. It's glass. The top is sharp. That tells me it's not fantastic quality. And I'm also noticing that it's flash painted and the paint is chipping off inside. We will leave that. Sweet little teacup here. Little Asian teacup. Just one though. Ooh, this is pretty. Glass. I was going to say Vidrio San Miguel, but it's very lightweight and it's marked made in India. Thick glass vase. Again, contemporary piece. Ooh, I missed this milk glass. I was so excited about the row. Milk glass does very, very well for me. It pairs lovely with cobalt glass and silver. This piece is chipped. Let's pop the milk glass into the cart because I want to take a look at the piece behind. Really interesting sort of honeycomby design here. $6 on this piece. It's very unique. I do like that. That could add some real interest to a display. Would be lovely with some greenery in it, wouldn't it? Needs a bit of a wash. It's a bit manky, but I love the texture and the colorway of this piece. So let's put it carefully into the cart. This tortoiseshell piece reminds me of a lidded jar we thrifted a few months ago. I'll actually bring it out in the haul I do when we get home from the store here. And it's also available for purchase on my website at thriftingvegas.com. Let's have a browse in the clear glass. This is a decanter with a ship etched on it. It's quite lightweight, $8. The inside of the neck is ground, but there is no stopper, unfortunately. All sorts of vases and jars here. Oh, look at this goblet. I love the leaves imprinted on there. Lovely colors. Oh, but unfortunately, it's got some really, really bad chipping at the base there. So we will leave that carefully on the shelf. Let's see. Oh, down at the bottom, there are calla lilies on this piece. But again, sadly, big chipping there. And the top's just a bit sharp. Here we are in the mug section, and we have a British flag, the Union Jack, a bone china piece. You can tell by the shape of the handle and the thickness of the mug there. Another little British piece. Teacup with roses on it. We'll have to keep an eye out in the plates section for a saucer for that. Mugs have to be quite special for me to pick them up. Shipping goes into the £2 rate, so I like them to be in the $20 value range. This is another English bone china. Unfortunately, it has some damage, some scratching there. Oh, look at the pig. He's so cute. Well, another little one inside. This is a Royal Worcester. It's $2. I think we're going to grab that. What is this piece? Oh, another English bone china. This artist, I believe, is Roy Kirkham, quite a well-known British artist. Again, design on the inside and on the handle, which I love. Let's pop these two carefully into our cart and keep going. As we say, if there are several or even just one of something amazing, do keep looking. You just never know. This is a Better Homes and Gardens little squirrel. Sadly, the quality is just not there. These chip very easily and they just don't sell well. Oh, another Union Jack under here. Just the same as the other one. I think that's Kent pottery. Let's put it up with the other one. So somebody has the opportunity to buy the pair there. Let's see. Ooh, Marjolaine Baston, a little flower pot birdie mug. This is adorable. Marjolaine Baston is one of my favorite artists. She does lovely cards. You might remember her having pieces at Hallmark stores. Another Roy Kirkham, I believe. Elephants this time. Again, design on the handle and inside. A different shape to the owl, but still lovely nonetheless. A couple of dollars, definitely in the $20 range, those. Very exciting. I'll have one more browse just to make sure I haven't missed anything. Crate and Barrel. I don't think this is a very desirable design, but I'm going to pop it in the cart and have a look up on eBay just to be certain. Cat items always sell well. Ooh, that's a little manky inside. I'm wondering if it's just a ring or whether it's stained on there. Home is where my cat is. That is lovely. I think what we'll do is a segment where I show you how I go about cleaning that for $3. We'll pop it in the cart. I just looked up and noticed this beautiful glass lamp over here. Let's have a look at it. Oh, the sticker says Cambridge Glass Company. It's beautifully swirled. I love the color. Sadly, it has some horrific scratches at the base all the way through. A modern plug. I don't think it's too terribly old, and sadly, we'll have to leave it. Here we are in the collectibles and figurines. One of my favorite aisles. There's always all sorts of treasures here. You just never know what you're going to find. Here is a smoke glass dish. It's Rolls-Royce advertising. Unfortunately, it's got some scratches on it, and it's very buyer specific. It's going to take the right customer to want that. So for those reasons, I'm going to leave it. Ooh, look at this trifold back here. Very vintage. Little angels in the Goebel Hummel style. $3. It's a lovely piece. I'm just going to pull one out to see if there's anything on the back. I'm wondering if these are from a book. Nothing there. These might be from Christmas cards. Let's pop it back. Oop, I have to fix that in a second. I've just noticed a little bit of sticky on the glass here. There we are, all fixed. The sticky on the end piece is just on the glass, so the picture isn't damaged. We'll definitely take that. I wanted to have a look at this Gorham Cardinal candle holder. It appears to be clear, but the red ones do sell quite well for me, so I wanted to check. Oh goodness, here's an example of why we don't ship candles out of Las Vegas in the summer. Look at that, it's quite sculptural. The wax has molded into quite the art there. Here it is. It is clear glass, and sadly these sell for only about $10 if at all. So I am going to leave him with his creative candle wax in the box. There we go. Let's keep going. Back here is a little bunny taper candle holder. Just a single, some turkeys. Fancy box there. Here is a nativity set. We're just getting into the season where these start to sell well. This is quite a nice one. I do have one in my inventory. I'll bring it out to show you. Let's just have a look, see what they're asking for this one. Ooh, the tag is $9.99 on that. More crystal and boxes, lots of dolls. Some bowls, modern piece, Strawberry Street, plates and dishes over here. Ooh, this is interesting. It's magnetic. That threw me off a little bit. Oh, this piece is sweet. She appears to be a lamp with a little notch in the bottom there. She's a Nesco, little girl on a snail. Unfortunately, her ribbon is broken at the back, so sadly we'll have to leave her. It's a sweet little pair of beaded holders for plants or flicker candles. This fellow is fun, but he's very chipped. These are individual salts. They're crystal, very, very heavy. The etched and footed and patterned ones sell quite well for me, not so much on the plain. If you're enjoying the video, it would mean the world to me if you could give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below and subscribe to my channel with the little red button at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. It doesn't cost you anything at all, but it really helps my channel, and you'll be notified every time I release a new video. I have been thinking it might be time for a pottery sale. I absolutely love art and artisan pottery. Like this piece, 3 little bells designed to go inside or outside a door or doorway. Gorgeous colors, blue and natural. But I have so much pottery. I think I'm going to leave that one for somebody else. Uh-oh. This one I might not be able to resist. It's a gorgeous console bowl or a fruit bowl, not handles. Oh, it's signed on the bottom. $4, almost a drip glaze, isn't it? Just stunning. This is definitely going to go into the cart. I cannot resist it. Pretty blue glass jug here, painted with some daisies. Quite lightweight though. I don't think it's vintage. Look at these grapes. Are these jade? I think they're jade. How much are they? $14.99. It's an amazing deal. Absolutely vintage. The leaves are alabaster. The grapes are all hand tied, incredibly heavy. I think I'll leave it here for a sec and make room under my cart. Look at this piece. Little cats and kittens and mice. $4. That's so lovely. Another cat back here. This is a trinket box. Somebody's project, I think. A decorative ball. All sorts of things are catching my eye on this shelf. What is this little guy? An owl. He is very modern. Somebody's creation. of vintage buttons on wire in a shaker. Let's see, we have candlesticks. This looks like a Scandinavian piece. Well, the weight is not right, definitely a reproduction. Taper candles with shells. A little stone tree with copper wire. I don't believe it. Another stunning piece. It matches the other one. I would be willing to bet the same artist. I love the fluted edges. It's only $5. How amazing to have a matching set in your house. The chances are slim of finding that unless you're at a festival or art fair. I try to create my videos so you feel like you're here in the store with me, thrifting these shelves. That's why I don't just show you what I find. I show you what I'm looking at as well. Here's a little party light tea light holder, quite sweet. Resale only about $8 to $10, so we'll leave it. Here is a hydrangea decorative piece, absolutely gorgeous. Hydrangeas are very popular, but so much damage on those petals that we will have to leave it where it is. We've got owls and collector plates, lots of stacks here. All these seem to be Mother's Day themed. More collector plates on the bottom. Sadly, there are so many available. They just don't sell too well. I like this wood planter here. Got a candle. It seems to be California pottery, possibly, but it does have a really big chip on the side. More London bone china teacups, mugs, and a butterfly egg. I'm always curious to know if you think I missed something good. These are pottery, quite plain though, so we'll leave them. Yeah, would you have picked up anything I missed or put back? Do let me know in the comments. I'm always interested to learn. Ooh, there is a glass block vase over here. Could be Steven Schlanzer. They do quite well. It is chipped and lightweight, not signed, so we will leave it. This aisle was a bit busy earlier, so we are back. We've done the mugs. Let's have a browse through the glass. Ooh, there is a piece back here behind this little amber tumbler that caught my eye. It is a vintage piece. It could be used for an aperitif, a cocktail, or even a little candle. Very unique. I love the shape. So let's grab it and make sure there aren't any more lurking on these shelves. It would be fun to find one in a different color, wouldn't it? Overflow of mugs there. We are here in the newly arranged kitcheny bits. They've switched sides on us. Opposite to this is now the plates, bowls and dishes. Here is a fruity pitcher, green tag. This one is half off. What is this little piece over here? English looking with a rose. I think it's a teeny tiny sugar bowl. Unfortunately missing its lid. What else can we find? Black piece, not black glass. Definitely modern. Lots and lots of jars and clear glass. Ooh, vintage hazel atlas optic coin dot picture here. Lovely, lovely piece. I actually think I have some matching tumblers at home. It's $5. No damage. That is going straight into our cart. All sorts of travel tumblers and bottles. Picture here, crackled. Ooh, that's a Teleflora piece. tortilla warmers. You just find all sorts of things here in the kitcheny bits. This piece is Wilton. It's a pewter tureen. These unfortunately only go for about $20 and they're super duper heavy. So I think we'll leave it for somebody else. This is a threshold Target little canister and a vintage Mickey and Minnie. Look at this glass piece. No damage, definitely old. It says for good little boys and girls. And they want $10 for it. Now, I think that's just about retail price. So, unfortunately, we'll have to leave it. Here's a sweet little plaque with apples. It says Cherish Home. It could be a candle stand or a wall plaque. Only $2. So we'll grab that. Colored bottles here. These are modern, as is this dish. I do like the texture around the outside though. Single coaster. I think this is crystal. It's not signed or marked though. What else can we see? These are matching threshold salt and peppers to the canister over there. Perhaps I'll put them together in a minute. Got picture frames, more canisters. This is made to look old, I think. Clear glass. Little souffle dishes and a sugar and creamer here, both modern. The miscellaneous baggies, utensils and flatware over here. This is a little tile trivet, thankful. Lots of lids to pots and pans and bakeware. Oh, here is a cloche with a base. I love to use these for little sweets and treats and even collectibles. They make a nice little display. It's teak wood with a glass dome. Into the cart it goes. On the other side of the aisle, dishes and bowls. This looks a bit like Blanco, definitely made in the style. I'll bring a Blanco piece out to show you in my haul. Looking down the aisle, lots and lots of different plates. We got some cups here, not spode, no Santa on top of the tree. Sets and singles all the way down the aisle. It's Christmas in July here at Goodwill, and these are outdoor decorations. They're called blow molds. They light up from the inside. We have Mary and Joseph here. I'm not sure where the rest of the scene is. Both seem to have damage to the face, so perhaps we'll see if they're going to bring out any more. As we know, you never know what you're going to find on these shelves. Here in Seasonal, I found this gorgeous, I think it's vintage style, not necessarily vintage, a little covered canister. It's green tag, half off, so this beauty is only $2. I'm curious to know if it's part of a set, so I'm just scanning the shelves to see whether I can see any more. Lots of Christmassy bits here. We've got candlesticks. That one is chipped, sadly. Glasses and tumblers. Two little bottles here. These are flash painted, definitely modern. The flash is wearing off, so we'll leave them. This is a hot chocolate with frother set. Little snowman, $8 on that. All sorts of mugs. We are taking a stroll through the small appliances on the left-hand side here and into the small frames and pictures. I always like to have a look here. I found needlepoint and cross stitch, some pretty frames, and on occasion I find small original oil paintings, so it's definitely worth a look here. As I always mention, if you need frames, have a look at your thrift store's frame section. The frames at regular retail price are ever so expensive, and if you can find what you need in a thrift store, you'll definitely be paying less. This is very 80s. An 80s black and white poster. I am scanning to see if I can see any vintage old frames like this one. Look here. This is an original oil, beautiful colors, yellows. Looks like the wind is blowing. There's no damage to it. It has a velvet inset. Gorgeous piece, only $4. Let's get this into our cart. I'm going to keep going on the off chance that there are more. This is definitely an old frame with somebody's artwork in it. Little girl. I'm always moving things around, lifting things up, and making sure I don't miss anything. It is easy to spot a vintage frame, as we just saw, the old wood with the canvas inlaid inside. Here on my table is everything we found at Goodwill. A few items I mentioned and several from my inventory and vintage booth. Let's start over here with this darling little piece. The first thing I found, it's a sign that says Angel Collector, a hanging sign, and below a lovely little angel with a halo. When I found her, she was missing a button up top here, but I found one that matched and glued it on. She's absolutely gorgeous. I paid $3 for her, and I am asking $16. Next, we have this beautiful vintage cloche. Nice heavy glass. The base is teak wood. It's marked on the bottom teak wood here. I paid $4 for it, and I'm actually, before the end of this video, going to pop a little mineral oil on the wood to show you how beautifully it's going to bring it to life. So stay tuned for that. $4, and I am asking $24. Another of my favorite finds is this little piece, a vintage greenish glass. As I mentioned, you could use it for either drinks or even a little candle or plant. Very unique. I love the bulbous stem there. I paid 99 cents for it, and I am asking $14. Here is our lovely piece of milk glass. I love the diamond crisscross pattern of this piece. I paid $2 for it. I am asking $14. I love old cruets, and this is a beauty. I love the pear-shaped body of it and the long skinny stopper. It's a beautiful pattern. I'm not sure how old it is, but it does have a pontal. It is definitely quite old there. I am asking $25 on the cruet. This is a piece that we found in the seasonal aisle. a lovely little glass canister with beautiful daisies on it. Just lovely, would be perfect for trinkets or Q-tips in your bathroom. We paid $2, half off a green tag sale, and I am asking $15. I absolutely love the texture on this vase, and as you can see, it looks lovely with the milk glass there. I paid $6 on this piece. I already gave it a wash because it was a bit manky and sticky there. Almost like a wavy beehive pattern. I am asking $24. I'd call this my sleeper, but I knew its value as soon as I saw it. This is a piece made of jade. Every single one of these grapes is jade. The leaves are alabaster. It's super heavy, very vintage. I paid up for this. I paid $15 for it, and I am asking between $75 and $100. Another lovely piece. This is Row Pottery, their tea berry pattern. Let me show you the mark again. Oh, it's extremely heavy. There we go. It's a 2009 piece. I paid $5 for it, and I am asking $60. Remember, up on the top shelf we saw the tortoise shell piece. I told you I would bring out the jar I have. Here it is. I do need to mention that unfortunately it has a little chip here on the rim. It is not really noticeable when the lid is on. Super piece, really lovely. It looks nice with a candle in it, or you can use it for corks or change or trinkets. It is up on my website for $22, or if you want to purchase something else along with it, please do send me an email as usual, thriftingvegas.tiffany@gmail.com. $22 on the tortoise shell. Next, another lovely piece, a green coin dot vintage glass pitcher. It's absolutely lovely. Again, I gave it a wash. I think it was $5. I know I have some tumblers that match. They are eluding me at the moment, but if you are interested in this piece and the set, do send me an email. I should probably ask about $35 on the whole set. This is a lovely piece. Seeing that Calla Lily vase, the etched clear vase on the bottom shelf, reminded me I had this candle holder. Absolutely beautiful. I love Calla Lilies. This is a piece by Ibis and Orchid Design, and I'm asking $24 on this piece. Circling back here, we have our Christmas bits, the lovely trifold angel pictures here. I cleaned it up and I actually gave the glass a clean too. Lovely, lovely piece, very seasonal, fun at Christmas, definitely unique. I think somebody actually popped these images from cards into the frame. Anyway, I am asking $25. This is so fun. Little cat family. It's called Stocking Stuffers. The two big cats have bags of mice for the babies. Let me show you the back. It's a little picture of cats. I paid $3.99 for this piece. I do want to point out that there is a little damage to one of the noses of the kitties. But other than that, it's in lovely condition. $24 on this piece. Up front here, we have our little apple plaque. It says Cherish Home. I think it's intended as a candle stand, but I would definitely use it on a little stand as a plaque. I'm asking $14 on that piece. Since we didn't find any pups at the Goodwill, I sorted through and found a couple of Dachshunds in my inventory. Look at the face on this girl. She is ginger. I think that says Kitty's Kennel, does it? Absolutely lovely. I am asking $28 on her. And we have a Pottery Barn piece, a metal dachshund. It's got quite a bit of weight to it. It has its original sticker, Pottery Barn, $49.50. I, again, am asking $28 on this piece. Let's move over to the mugs here. We have 5 mugs available. The first, Marjolaine Bastin, is very famous for her birds. Lovely bird and butterfly design on this one. The mug itself is in the shape of a plant pot. This next one, which as promised I will show you how I'm going to clean it in a snippet after the haul. Home is where my cat is. Again, lovely piece, oversized teacup. Next we have this Royal Worcester Piggy mug with Piggy inside and some leaves on the handle. Next, these are so unique. The first is owls. An owl and a bunny and a hedgehog with mice and birds here. Just gorgeous. Let me see if I can show you the mark here. It's a bone china piece imported from England. The artist is Roy Kirkham, and the line is called Animals Crossing. This is lovely. It's got a bunny and little bunny tracks on the handle. The other one, same artist, Roy Kirkham, is elephants. As you can see, again on the handle, a design, a little bird. I am asking $20 a piece on the mugs. Back here is a piece I thrifted a while back. I'm very surprised that it hasn't been purchased. It's a green celadon duck. Gorgeous color, gorgeous design. There he is. I am asking $35 on the duck. Here is a pottery piece, and we'll go straight to the other pottery after this. I love the contrast of the grey with the purple and the speckles here. This I got at Deseret Industries for $2. I am asking $24. Now let's jump over to the front here, to the 2 pottery pieces we found. 2 bowls, quite different styles. This is a fluted flare here, but the colors are what I love. Sort of an orangish brown with greens and blues and purpley burgundy color, almost a drip glaze. Here's the bottom in a natural stone color. The glaze comes down to the edge, as you can see. These are both signed the same artist. I'll show you this one as well. As I mentioned, it's fantastic to have two pieces by the same artist. Hard to do that unless you are at an art show. $3.99 and $4.99. I am asking $35 a piece on these. If you want the pair, I can probably do a little bit better. A lovely Asian dish. I think this would be perfect for asparagus. It's got some good weight to it, made in Japan. I paid $8 for it about this time last year. I am asking $25. Over here is a gorgeous stained glass piece. If I hold it up to the light, you can see that it has a lovely hummingbird design etched into it. The outside is blue, and I absolutely love that design. It could be a sun catcher, hang it in your window. Just a very unique artisan piece. I'm asking $40 on that. Let's make our way around here. Some little ballet slipper ornaments. I'm asking $15 on those. Here is an Artisania Rinconada little penguin. I believe I found this fellow in the Antique Mall here in Vegas, Charleston Antique Mall. I am asking $25 on him. Next we have a little pile of sleeping pigs here. It is by Goodwill, definitely vintage, West German made, $22 on this piece. This next one is American made in Pueblo, Colorado by Animal Accents. Very happy little piggy there, $18 on him. Another little guy here, not marked, but he is adorable. I'm asking $18 on this guy. And one more Artisania Rinconada here. This is a little seal pup. He is signed. He is $24. Back here is an English piece. This is Cooper pottery, handmade in the UK. I believe this is vintage from the 1970s, and I am asking $38. Oh, I missed these two little Asian style candle holders. They are etched wood, as you can see, a green and a pink flower in them. I am asking $12 on the pair. Back here we have two bluebirds of happiness and a little red cardinal. The cardinal is Amberina. Don't know if you can see the orange glow on the base there. He does light up under a black light. I'm asking $28 on the cardinal, $24 on the small bluebird, and $28 on the large. The bluebirds are signed Leo Ward. This one is $83, and the small one $86. Next, a little vase here, little rose hobnail pattern. There is the mark underneath. Asking $12 on this piece. We have a lovely soapstone wax burner here, carved soapstone. I'll include the little flicker candle, but if you want to burn wax in there, you will need to put a heat giving flame with a regular candle. Back here I have a gorgeous little anthropomorphic teapot. He reminds me of Pinocchio actually. Shinzi Kato. I'm asking $25 on the little teapot. It comes with a tea strainer in there for you. This is a drum. It is a souvenir piece from Belize. I am asking $25 on this. It is a souvenir piece from Belize. Really colourful, as you can see. We've got butterflies and a deer. I'm asking $24 on that. I had to bring this out to say a huge thank you and tell you how wonderful my subscribers and the reseller community is. If you remember, I thrifted this nutcracker from the Deseret Industries in Utah when we went up to Navajo Lake. I already had the bowl. It had been waiting for the nutcracker. All I was missing was the nut picks here. And a lovely, lovely lady, fantastic friend, so sweetly sent me the two nut picks, and now the bowl is complete. It is listed up on my website, thriftingvegas.com. If you would jump over there and just have a browse through, I've got all sorts of treasures from my previous hauls available for sale. And now, really excitingly, together we are going to put a little bit of mineral oil on this beautiful cloche base and see if we can make this thirsty wood look new again. I like to use Howard's Butcher Block Conditioner Mineral Oil. This is food safe. So it's perfect for pieces that are going to come into contact with food. I'm just going to very liberally drizzle some oil onto the wood and then gently rub it with my fingers. I don't know if it's coming through on the screen, but the difference is immediate. The oil soaks into the wood, conditioning it and making it a beautiful, rich color here. I'm going to flip it over, rub it into the base. That sticker will come off. You can see it a little more immediately on the bottom. I'm just going to shut the camera off and I'll show you the finished piece. I hope you can see how beautifully conditioned that piece of wood is now, just like new. Looks absolutely stunning with the glass on top. Last but not least is the beautiful piece of art we found. The frame measures about 14 by 17.5, and the piece itself is created in beautiful yellow and orange hues, oranges and browns, a little path winding through the trees and forests. So much movement in this piece. It's absolutely lovely and perfectly framed with some black velvet surrounding the piece in a lovely vintage frame. Just going to give you a little close-up of the painting itself. It is signed in the bottom corner here. I'll show you the back. It is strung and ready to hang here. As you can see, the frame shows age. It's definitely vintage, and I am asking $50 on this beautiful vintage piece. During the shopping trip, I promised I would show you the nativity scene I have available. It's celebrating a Christ-centered Christmas. It's a 12-piece nativity set. I paid $30 for it at Goodwill. Let's open it up together and I will show you. It's a lovely, lovely set. Stand by. As you can see, it is new and complete in the box. 12 pieces. We have the camel, Joseph, and Mary. There she is. We have the cow, the angel, the kings. Here's baby Jesus in the manger. And there's another level with the stable, shepherds, and sheep. It's one of the nicest sets I've seen, and I am offering it for $50 plus shipping. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our Goodwill Thrift With Me trip and the haul. If you see something you would like to purchase, please send me an email to thriftingvegas.tiffany@gmail.com. Please include your name, your mailing address, the item you're interested in, and your offer. As I always say, please feel free to offer a couple of dollars over asking price to give yourself the best chance at winning the item. Please stay tuned. This morning, Chris and I took Bear and Rio, our German Shepherds, up to Mount Charleston. They had a fabulous time with some really fun footage. We have fish, we have hummingbirds. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! I've brought our lovely cat mug over to the sink, and I'm hoping it's going to be as easy as just washing these tea rings out of the mug. Just going to run some water in it to start with. Put a little bit of soap from my dispenser into the mug. One of my favorite tools is just a regular brush. Let's gently swirl this around. And that is exciting. It looks like it is going to be as easy as that. Let me give it a two-handed scrub here and I'll come right back to you. Well, it really was as easy as that. Our teacup mug is like brand new. It just goes to show that you can't overlook items that might be a little bit dirty or dusty in the store. Bring them home, and more often than not, they clean up just perfectly. We have fish, we have hummingbirds. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! And here we go with a rundown of the top 5 best-selling items from my last haul. Kicking off at number 5, I absolutely love this piece. It's our green and blue drip glazed ceramic wall hanging frog. I paid $7 for him and sold him for $28. At number 2, the little stone critters were very popular. I took an offer for all 3, the otter, the cat, the bunny, along with the smiley mug at $70. In the number 3 spot, this absolutely gorgeous piece of art pottery. I think it was intended to be a toothbrush holder. My customer is going to use it as a stunning vase. It is signed on the bottom. I paid $3 or $4 for it, I believe, and I sold it for $30. Number 2, this beautiful pair of vintage Avon etched hummingbird and flower taper candle holders. These are gorgeous and lovely condition. I paid a couple of dollars a piece for these, and I sold them for $25. And in the number 1 slot, the most popular item from my last haul is this beautiful art glass dove, clear with controlled bubbles. Just a lovely, lovely piece. I paid $2 for it and sold it for $30. It's Monday morning and we are taking the dogs up to Mount Charleston. Here's Rio and Bear. They're very, very excited, as you can hear the nervous panting. They know exactly where they're going. We're almost there, so we will see you in the parking lot. This way, Ray. Here, come on. Bear. Sweet. Come on. Bear, come on. You got a stick. Very tired. Here on my table is everything we found at Goodwill. A few items I mentioned and several from my inventory and vintage booth. Let's start over here with this darling little piece. The first thing I found, it's a sign that says Angel Collector, a hanging sign, and below a lovely little angel with a halo. When I found her, she was missing a button up top here, but I found one that matched and glued it on. She's absolutely gorgeous. I paid Ziggy, my cat, is very, very helpful when I'm editing. He lays on the bed here, giving me encouragement and moral support. And lots of purrs. Ziggy, you're not being very nice. Hi, Bandit. Are you in the sink? Rio needs to go outside, huh? Good morning. Hey, Ziggy. Hi. This is going to be so much fun. I'm here at Goodwill, but I'm not alone. My mum and my daughter Miley are with us.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, everyone.
What are we going to look for today? Stuff.
Stuff. Cut.
I was not prepared for